And we're back now on your political week ahead. President Ramaphosa is out of the country on a state visit to Brazil and will be back midweek. Late COPE leader Cyril Ramaphosa will be laid to rest later on this week. And in the background, the DA leadership race that's heating up ahead of its April conference. Political correspondent for Business Day, Thando Maeko, joins us with her thoughts on what we need to consider when watching these play out in the political arena. Thando, hi, good to chat to you once again. Good to have you with us. Talking about Brazil and talking about our president going there. He's just been in the United States with the Reverend Jesse Jackson being laid to rest. What can we expect this time around?
Well, the president will be joined, or is rather joined, over this two-day state visit to Brazil with various other ministers, including the Minister of International Relations, the Minister of Tourism, the Minister of Sport, and the Minister of Energy and Electricity. So we do expect quite a significant number of trade deals to be signed between South Africa and Brazil during the state visit.
Of course, Brazil is the B in BRICS, so let's see what happens there as well. Okay, but Cyril Ramaphosa, passing away, that was last week. He'll be laid to rest this week. He represents a monumental part of the struggle against apartheid, and he will be missed.
He definitely will be missed. He'll be laid to rest in his home province of the Free State on Saturday the 14th. And according to a family representative, the President Cyril Ramaphosa has indicated that he'd like to attend, although it's not confirmed as yet. I mean, like you say, he represents such a big part of South Africa's anti-apartheid movement. And from the condolences that have poured in since his passing, he has, across the board, elicited such sadness across the board. His passing has elicited such sadness,
Right, we're going through all the big stories. The Middle East, of course, the oil price now about $104 a barrel. I mean, politically, I think this must be sending shockwaves. We need to keep an eye on what's happening.
Exactly. We're definitely keeping an eye on the oil price, how it impacts South Africa. We're definitely keeping an eye on the movements around the Cape of Good Hope following the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. And we're definitely keeping an eye out for the fuel prices in South Africa, particularly in April. You must remember that during that month, the increased fuel levies that was announced during the February 2026 budget also kick in. So it's a double impact for South Africans that we are expecting, and it will probably hit everybody's pockets.
Yeah. All right, in our last story, the Democratic Alliance, the leadership race. We've got Jordan Hill-Lewis saying, what about me? We've got Solim Singwang saying, what about me? It's up for anyone, I suppose.
It's definitely so. What we're looking at is not the race for the federal leader, because it seems like Jordan Hill-Lewis is kind of a shoe-in right now to replace John Steenhuisen. But the deputy federal chairperson, that leadership race is pretty crowded with names such as Basic Education Minister Sivuyo Kwarube. We have Soli Malatsi, who's the Minister of Communications, also vying for it. We have Asha Sorupin going for the current position of Helen Zille, the federal chairperson, also going for it. So it's quite a crowded leadership race, and we'll see who wants to lead the second biggest party in the GNU.
Every time I go onto my social media, I see Helen Zille has been visiting something in Johannesburg.
Yes.
She's full steam ahead. She wants to be the mayor of Johannesburg.
Exactly. Her campaign has started hitting the ground running. She started with consultations, visiting every ward in Johannesburg before she actually launched her official manifesto over the past weekend. The other party, the ANC, has not really launched its campaign yet, but we do expect that they will also bring one of their veterans to go against Helen Zille, because she's hit the ground running. The PA has announced their candidate, and that will be Kenny Kunene, who's the current MMC of transport in the city. So it's going to be another crowded race to lead the city of Johannesburg, and it's up to the voters during the local government elections to see where they'll put their X behind.
That's right, your vote counts. Thando, thank you so much. That was political correspondent for Business Day, Thando Maeko.